Okay, this is a follow-up video to my Battlefront 2 / season passes don't buy them video, if you watch that. If not, it doesn't really matter. But this is a bit of a follow-up video. We're going to use a bit of video from Angry Joe's interview here. We're going to use a bit of video from Roni. And we're just going to see what the fuck's going on with this Battlefront 2 garbage. Okay?
You guys announced this, I was like, wow, that is generous. Are we finally past the age of, season passes? Yeah. But,
Well, let's just fucking take what Joe said there, okay? Correct, there is no season pass in Battlefront 2, but as I said the other day, grind hours for that shit to even get anywhere near where the fuck you are. It's pay to win. It's tempting you to spend more money to do better at the fucking game. Not because you're a better fucking player than anybody else, but simply because you have more money to throw at the fucking game. And that is fucking sacrilegious. That is sacrilegious. Any game that is pay to win needs to be boycotted. So you get all this shit for basically spending double the price for the game. So how is there no season pass? What, because the map packs are free? What about all this shit? You're still paying for garbage, or they want you to pay double for garbage so that you can win. So it's literally pay to win right there. That's before we get into the next part of the video. The game is already pay to win without any of the other bullshit we're going to cover in this video. Just on the fucking pre-order and the exclusive shit alone, it's pay to win.
I thought, okay, well, how exactly are they going to generate the revenue for the game? Sure. Obviously,
well, basically, we pay them the money for the game, and we pay for the fucking Uber edition, but that's not enough, apparently.
You purchase the game up front, yep. There's your revenue, but a lot of games nowadays have microtransactions. Are you guys going to be integrating that, and what kind of system are we
Sure, so I mentioned earlier the...
Sure, yeah. So basically, would anybody expect him to say no? The guy just casually like, yeah, sure. And then Joe's face is like, damn.
The loot crates that we'll have, again, purely earnable. Always you can
loot crates, didn't see that one coming either.
You can spend the 100% of your time just earning those things. But if you want to accelerate your time, and maybe you don't have as much time to play the game and grind through it, you can buy them to kind of shortcut that progression.
Is there any kind of leveling sort of restrictions as well? Like you can only have this when you get to a certain level, or because the concern would be sort of the pay to win and balance. Sure. Like are there levels?
No, the concern is, Joe, that they're paying real money in a game. Never mind the fucking balance, and it's already pay to win. It's already pay to win just with this screen right here, which is pre-order bonus / the Uber edition of the fucking game. So if you get the game on pre-order, or if you fucking buy the deluxe edition, you get all this fucking shit. So it's already pay to win from the word go. Before you even factor in the microtransactions and the cards, you get all this fucking shit already day one if you buy the Uber edition.
That unlocks certain,
we're not going to go into too much depth about the progression system right now.
Well, no, because it'll obviously be a rip-off, because they want you to spend real money in the game, so obviously you'll have to grind for hours to get anything. That's what they've done with Gears, Halo, etc. And it's just another game that's doing the same fucking exact fucking model as Halo fucking 5. Exact fucking model. Bear that in mind.
Rest assured, we don't want to disrupt balance. That's not our goal. We don't want to make it pay to win. We know that that's what fans hate.
Bullshit.
It's a big learning that we've taken from a lot of other games, so we've kept that in mind.
So what? So Gears of War 4 is pay to win. Halo 5 is pay to win. What have you learned? How to make it pay to win and fool people into thinking it's not pay to win? How have you learned from other games? Who is this dick? So that's part one of the video. Okay, let's take a look at Roni's video here, because I thought this was particularly interesting. Bear in mind, this is from January this year, so this is like what I'm saying is going to happen with Halo 6. Everyone's going to get hyped for it and start being, oh, it's going to be amazing, and then we're going to find out it's going to be shit. because nobody can read between the lines and expect a game to be fucking bad. And that's what Roni's doing here with this fucking Battlefront. Because he's trying to say like, oh, Battlefront 2 could be good, and now we all know it's shit, but who the fuck was thinking it was going to be good from the beginning? Well, Roni was, apparently. So let's take a look at this.
In 2005 and go for it. But you make yourselves look so salty and hateful when all you post is, this game is shit, or EA needs to meet my demands to get me to buy the next one.
Well, the first Battlefront is shit. It's got no campaign, no nothing, okay? It's a piece of crap. That's why they've done all this shit in the new one, to be like, oh, we're changing things, we're putting in classes, we're doing this and we're doing that and blah blah fucking blah, and all that fucking nonsense. Oh, we're putting in space battles, basically just trying to appease the fucking morons that'll buy it, right? But they're gonna release a shit game and then be like, oh, this one's way better than the last one, and then the idiots will buy it, even though the fucking model is more of a pay-to-win phone game model than it was in this game.
Sold 14 million copies of this game. They don't need to listen to your demands. They don't need to listen to jack shit. But they...
Well, by that logic, wouldn't they rather sell fucking 30 million copies of the fucking game? I mean, what are you trying to say? They want to sell more. They're a business, so if the game's shit and then they make another game that's just as shit, then less people will buy it than if they improve the game. So people's demands are fucking valid.
They are. They've shown that feedback is now a huge priority. DICE is a...
So who asked for microtransactions? And who asked for delayed content that's going to be arrived months late? Who was asking for that? Because I certainly wasn't. I don't know anybody that was asking for this in any video game. The ability to pay to get an advantage over other people. I don't know who was asking for the maps not to be in the season pass, and the only thing that's in the fucking essentially season pass that we've got now, the old deluxe edition, is fucking digital content that gives you an unfair advantage over everybody else in the game. Did anybody ask for that? I would say no. So what are you talking about? Looks like you got another one wrong here, Roni. And bear in mind this is from January, so this is him projecting what's going to happen, not what's actually happening now. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, why would you even go there? Why would you assume that they were going to do a good job with Battlefront 2?
Great studio, and there's no Battlefield game coming out next year.
Why are DICE a great studio? Okay, they didn't invent fucking Battlefield. That was another fucking studio that moved off and made a game with THQ and then fucked off and were never seen again. Okay, they didn't even come up with the concept of Battlefield. Okay, they just like they're basically free for free, EA's version of free for free. They just make whatever the fuck EA wants them to make and spits it out into fucking stores. Okay, the campaigns on the Battlefield games are always fucking shit. So I don't know why anyone's getting hyped for fucking this crap, because it's probably going to be shit anyway, half-arsed as fuck. The original Battlefront didn't even have a campaign, but who fucking cares about... the argument was, who cares about a fucking campaign in a fucking DICE game, because essentially they're fucking normally fucking shit. But the point is, they don't even have a fucking campaign, and now they do have a campaign, but it's probably going to suck anyway. So either way, no one gives a fuck. But the game now is literally pay to win, okay? It's got microtransactions and the content is delayed. You're basically paying for a phone game. You're paying for a game that should be a free-to-play game. This game should be totally free-to-play. That's the only way you can justify it. And that's sort of what they're doing by putting it on the likes of EA Access and Origin and all that shit we talk about in the video. And that's where it belongs. It belongs as a free-to-play title. It's not a game you spend double the price on for nothing.
Because they have two studios now working on Battlefront sequel. Construct your opinions and wish lists for the next game carefully and logically. If we act like men who are...
Well, did anybody construct a wish list, Roni? Bear in mind, this is your video. Did anybody construct a wish list that consisted of, we want a microtransaction system with a rec pack system like Halo 5, and we want the content not to be available at launch but delayed till later on in the fucking game's development? Did anybody ask for those three things? Because I'm guessing nobody fucking did.
Discussing an issue instead of whingers, we will be listened to. There's a lot of hope for this game and its sequel.
So who was asking for that shit then? Can someone come forward with that fucking business model and say that's what we were asking for? Can somebody show me that?
I love the Star Wars experience, and instead of focusing on the negative aspects of Halo and now Star Wars, I want to enjoy Battlefront for the fun experiences that I can have in it, guys.
But Rony, the entire business model that they put out for Battlefront 2 is now exactly the same as the entire fucking business model, the rec system and everything from Halo 5. So if you still continue to support this game after this, then you're completely going against everything you said about Halo 5 from the beginning, because it's the same fucking business model. Exactly. You're saying you did the same thing with Gears of War. You defended that game when that game had a shit system that did all this crap. And now you're doing it with Battlefront. What are you going on to next? What is it? You're going to go to Call of Duty next or what? Okay, they all have this stupid fucking system that they're fucking portraying. It's all the same. So if you like, oh, I like the gameplay in this game. Well, what's any different between this and fucking Halo 5, really? Like, literally jack shit.
This channel has been quite negative in its development around Halo 5. And even though I stand justified in that stance, I'm not negative about every damn game out there. Halo's my baby, so I fight for it. But I'd like to try and post more engaging and interesting content with a game that's new and that I love over a game that can probably never recover after the black marks that have been made.
Well, why? Well, Battlefront's not even a game that's worth talking about. It's just a fucking pile of shit from EA Games. It's not worth talking about, literally. It's just Battlefield with a Star Wars skin on it. That's all it is. So fucking amazing. Anyway, feel free to subscribe, guys. Let me know what you think. And this video is not against Rony. This is just looking back at what he was saying in January to what's going on now and how fucking wrong he was, yet again, by making assumptions that things are going to improve and making positive content. You're just reinforcing EA's business. You're just helping EA, you're helping the developer, when we should have been saying, fuck yourselves off, we're not buying your shit. Okay, so feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.